a brief update on Run Rich Run.
Yeah.
As you know, I ran once again for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in my suit and tie, this time at the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
We got to check in with RG3 to see if he's going to hook up with a team after he ran that 4.48.
Right.
He said
That
he got some
story went
phone
everywhere.
calls from some people, right?
Yeah.
From the NFL saying, you're pretty darn fast. Still.
You still got it.
So thanks to the largesse of you out there who have donated to NFL.com/RunRichRun. Any dollar that you can give to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is most welcome and goes to an incredible cause in making sick children better. Because there's a research hospital. They're currently trying to crack the code on so many horrible cancers that kill children, and make sure that parents never see a bill for the travel, for the lodging, for the food. It is truly the Lord's work that they're doing there in Memphis, Tennessee, and they could use every penny. So Mark Glory, who's the owner of the Timberwolves, put together a collection of business folk who ran with us. And I want to thank as well the owner of the Baltimore Ravens, Steve and Renee Bisciotti, gave generously again. So did Eddie DeBartolo Sr., Michael Rubin of Fanatics. You are an angel, sir. And just another shout out to my friends also at Zebra Technologies. They have been there with my run and have generously donated once again, although they didn't put anything on me this time because we did it at the Rose Bowl. Mm-hmm. So I was not tracked by Zebra Technologies, which is a good thing for me, I think. And maybe them as well. Because I don't know if I don't know if these are the metrics we want to share.
That wasn't your best.
But the Chief Product and Solutions Officer of Zebra Technologies, Bill Burns, here on the Rich Eisen Show. How you been, Bill?
Good. How are you, Rich? Great to be here. Last time we were together was in L.A., I think, Friday night at the event, the NFL event before Super Bowl, and we had a conversation about past support of Run Rich Run, and it's great to be able to partner with you and support you again. As you said, supporting St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
You are so generous, Bill. You are so generous, and again, I can't thank you enough, and the rest of your crew at Zebra Technologies for being so generous. And it's just another way, I think, that's pretty cool for Zebra Technologies to be associated with the NFL. NFL Play 60 and the NFL Legends community, and helping people understand how the game works and how the human body works with the game. So what neat stuff do you guys have cooking for the fall in 2022, Bill?
Yeah, I mean, we've been a partner with the league for now the last 8 years or so, right? The official on-field player tracking provider. And, it's really, the data is generated into the Next-Gen Stats platform that's, tracking every ball, every player, every team, every game, every week in the NFL season. And, this year we're going to, we track the Combine and the Senior Bowl, the East-West Shrine Bowl. So all the incoming players into the league. Next year, we're going to track the historic black colleges and university legacy bowls. So
that's great.
We're providing more data earlier to teams through the recruiting process, which is great. In addition to that, we've been tracking, starting this year, really every helmet, every shoulder pad, every cleat worn by every player that's in a practice or in a game, focused really on health and safety.
So what is the metric that you find NFL teams, coaches, staffs, training staffs are using the most, do you think, or is it the most popular? Which one do you find, Bill, is that?
I think it depends on the user, right? It's everything from, the coaching staff with play calling or matchups or, how hard did I work the team in practice, to the players themselves as they're looking at rehabilitation, or how many reps did they take in practice, or odd things like how much a player warms up before a game and literally wears himself out because they're doing so much workout prior to starting the game. And then the league, right? It's around league rule changes and player health and safety, and leveraging the data the best they can, just like Zebra does, outside the NFL. We use that same data for retailers and transportation logistics and manufacturers that want to track packages and things through the supply chain and get more visibility, inventory within retail. They get the same kind of benefits from the same technology that the league does, the players does, and the coaches do.
Where do we, Bill Burns of Zebra Technologies, where do we stand on tracking first downs and breaking planes of goals? Where do we stand on that?
I mean, the ball's tracked, right? The ball's got a tag in it.
Right.
I think the challenges are really around the rules today, right? It's really set up around not just where the ball is, but where the player's knee touches, right? And there's more to it than just knowing exactly where the ball is. So it's inches is where we can tell where the ball is at, with the tag in the ball. But the real question comes down to the rules, right? And it's really about what body part of the player is down, where the ball's at.
But do you think how close are we to removing human element from exactly where the ball is? If we can just identify whether the ball's broken the plane or anything like that, forget about whether the knee's down. Obviously, that's something you can't track unless you were able to understand when the pressure of a knee might hit the ground and when the ball might actually cross a line. Bill, is that feasible? Something like that?
Yeah, I think you'd have to change the rules ultimately to be, hey, where is the ball versus, where is the player actually down and then where's the ball at that time? Mm-hmm. So, you can track the ball. The tag's in the center of the ball, so that's a challenge in a couple of inches. What you see in some other sports is where we use video and others, people accept a statistical error on how close something happens, and then kind of go with it. So you'd have to make a choice to really change the rules and say it's all about where the ball is at that time, and then within the couple of inches of accuracy, everybody accepts the result. And you see that today in things like video systems and others that are used for rule determination within other sports.
So the tag's at the center of the football. That's what you're saying.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's right where the air, is actually input into the football. That's where it's physically located in the ball.
And your tags are underneath the shoulder pads, or underneath the pads in NFL players. Where do you locate those?
That's correct. Yeah. So the tags underneath the shoulder pads actually look at speed and distance travel and orientation and acceleration. In the ball, it's velocity and rotation and distance. Inside those, the tags in the helmets and shoulder pads and cleats are really to track more health and safety, right? What cleat was a player wearing when they were injured? What surface where they were on is recorded. The NFL is doing more data gathering around protecting a player's health and safety than any other sports league out there.
Bill, I can't thank you enough, and everybody at Zebra Technologies for being part of my run, and I hope this relationship lasts for a very long time. I thank you.
We do as well. Thank you, Rich.
You be well. That's Bill Burns, Zebra Technologies Chief Product and Solutions Officer. They're so awesome with the NFL, and they're such an integral part in the NFL trying to figure out how to keep people healthy, which makes them a perfect partner for RunRichRun and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, keeping kids healthy and active. And I cannot thank them and everyone at NFL Network enough, and obviously the NFL Legends community and Place 60 and the folks at the Rose Bowl and everyone who took part and everyone who's donated a single penny to this. And we announced on the draft 60 days of giving in honor of the 60th anniversary of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital's founding, and in honor of Place 60 now being a part as we are expanding the scope of our run. So 60 more days, and we're in the middle of the 60 days, and I'm happy to say, due to everyone's largesse, we had a huge weekend on draft weekend. NFL Network put up a QR code on the screen, and so many of you who watched donated. I'm telling you, just $1, $5, anything you can give means a lot. We are this close away from raising $1 million this year alone.
Wow.
And we are over the $5 million mark for the life of this charity.
Amazing. Yeah,
event.
Fantastic.
So thank you to everybody, and let's keep going.
Great job, man.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.